Now, when it comes to making your salad, I always include a lot of greens in there. One of the new elements that I've included in there, and I'm including it in order to make, is the cherry peppers, hot and sweet cherry peppers from Trader Joe's. Super delicious. So what I've done is I have included them in my salad. It's kind of like a salad. It's got a tomato, it's got half an onion, it's got the chives, it's got lettuce. No, it doesn't have lettuce. It has spinach. So I cut it up finely, and it's got some mushrooms, and I threw it all in there, mixed it all up. I'm gonna take some lemon juice. I'm gonna drizzle that in there. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of lemon juice in there, or a lot of bit of lemon juice. And then I'm gonna put some salt. I'm gonna put some salt, some sea salt in there, just to give it a little bit of flavor. And you can make this with whatever greens you have. There you go. And then I'm gonna mix this up together. I'm just gonna mix it up, and that is ready. I'm not gonna show you how to cut, but you want to cut, as you can tell, you want to cut it into fine things. But this is not a video about, because you can add anything. You can do any kind of lettuce, chives, whatever kind of vegetable you want to. Tacos are great in order to eat healthy. So there's that. But what I've done with the juice of the cherry peppers is I have added 3 spoons of Turkish honey. I've added 3 spoons of Turkish honey, and then I have added a shot of lemon juice. I've added a shot of lemon juice. So I've mixed it all up together. I'm mixing it all up together, and I'm going to use this for the dressing on the tortilla and for the chicken. I'm going to use it to infuse it with the chicken with the flavoring. So get ready, and you're going to have some fun. Welcome back. So what I've done is I've cut up my chicken. I've defrosted my chicken. I've cut it up into smaller, tinier pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the heat. I'm going to turn on the heat. And what you want to do is you want to do it in a medium and a low setting. You want to put it in a low setting. You want to use some oil, some Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. Joe's is one of my favorite grocery stores. Not restaurants, grocery stores. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our sweet pepper sauce. We're going to put half of it in there. I'm going to put half of our sweet pepper sauce, and then we're going to take our chicken, and we're just going to throw them in there.
I'm just going to throw that in there.
The reason why I'm only throwing half of it, maybe a little bit more, is because I'm going to use this drizzle for my tacos. So I'm going to put a little, just a smidget more. Just a smidget more. And I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to put a lid on it, because if you like it, you should put a lid on it. That way it'll cook a little faster. If you like it, then you should have put a lid on it. So I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let that cook for a while. I'm going to find a better lid for it, but I'm going to let that cook for a while, and I'm going to let the juices infuse themselves into the food. That's the best way to infuse the juices into the food. First, you start off with a low heat. You want to let it cook for about 15 minutes. We're going to set the timer up for 15 minutes. Then when we come back, we're going to see what happens. Another thing that I like to do is throw in some sage. What I'll do is I will get myself some sage. I'll dry it up. I'll let it dry in the sun, and then I will grind it up. I got myself this little cute grinder from the 99-cent store. I'll put them in here. I'll grind it up, and then I'll throw them in here. It's always good to throw in some sage every time you eat some food. I recommend it because it allows for your digestive system to be cleansed spiritually and both physically. So there you go. I'm going to let that cook for a while. It's not really going to change the flavor much of the dish, but it's just going to add a tone that is going to allow all the flavors to be infused together. It's a balancing tone to the food. So once your 15 minutes are up and you've steamed pretty much the food and the flavors into it, what you want to do then, that sweet aroma. I wish you could smell it. It smells like orange chicken, even though it's not orange chicken. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to high in order to just steam out the rest of it. And I'm going to cook it for 15 minutes till everything is just completely steamed out. Once it starts getting to the 10-minute mark, you'll notice that your oil will start to dissipate. So what you want to do is you want to move it around so that way you get that even golden crisp all throughout. You can see that some of them are getting that nice little golden crisp that we want. So I'm going to move them around just to let that happen. But it's pretty much cooked. Let's try one. This has to be the best thing I've ever cooked. Needs a little salt, but for the most part, absolutely delicious. So now what we're going to do is we're going to heat up our tortillas. We're going to put a little bit more olive oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the remainder, sorry about that, we're going to take the remainder of our cherry poppers. We're going to throw it in here. That's going to give it an interesting little taste. We're going to let that sit there for a while. I'm going to heat it up a little bit. Well, hello. So what we're going to do is you take the tortilla and you throw it in here for literally a minute, and then you flip it, and then you take it out. For not even a minute, a second. Throw it in there. You flip it, and you take it out. You throw it in there. You flip it, and you take it out. So now that you've marinated them, what you do is you're gonna cook them. There you go. You're gonna let them cook as a regular tortilla, but now you will have the flavor that is infused from the previous tortilla, from the previous juices. So I'm gonna heat that up, put a little olive oil, and let that cook and make myself my tortilla. I'll show you what it looks like in a few minutes. So there it is, the golden taco. That's what I'm going to call it, the golden taco. Because it's golden, and I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to tell you how it is. So tell them about my taco, what is it, chicken thing?
Oh yeah, Taco Thursday. Chesco's tacos are amazing. The chicken, it's just like marinated in this honey, and it's just, you can taste it, and just the spices with the veggies, and it's just like minced up. What was it, like cilantro? Then I don't know. There's spinach, and there's tomato. Well, there's just a bunch of good stuff, and it tastes amazing. Those are the best tacos I've ever had. They're definitely, like, you can taste Japanese fusion, like this Japanese Mexican fusion, and I would definitely recommend them. Like, I would literally eat them like every other day. That's a great food. It's healthy, and obviously because of the protein, then you get your veggies in there, and it also, which is vitamins and minerals, and you also get the taste, the great taste of it, which is great. And yeah, there you go, something healthy and tasty.
Thank you, and we want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful year.